Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to a whole mess of new things for me to take a look at, interact with, and so on and so forth. We might as well look at the pictures while we're here, seeing as I can't use things on them. Oh, it's a giant sloth. This is Lucis. That's adorable. You kind of wish you could live somewhere with more trees, and maybe then you'd be less asleep always? Like most things in your life, though. You didn't really have much to say in the matter. You still can't believe that they got a shot of you at the exact moment you clobbered the clover. What a lucky break. This is from the 12th Pericles Eve, when Dominic gave you the auto-tune mic he made. This was his way of letting you know he started a band and that you were the singer, and also that your voice could use a little help. Tetrarch Dominic had you act out scenes from some of your favorite action movies, which just so happen to be his favorite action movies too. You're lucky to have a Moirail who really pushes you. Okay. There's just your faithful old Scourdray, which you haven't bothered draining recently. Inside of it, Reza fluid and floor filth coalesce to make a repugnant gray sludge. Microphone on this stuff. Even if this auto-tune mic were waterproof, you doubt there's any undiscovered talent lurking in the depths of your nasty bucket. Spoon. There are way less gross places to clean a bent spoon. Be careful with that thing, alright? It's common knowledge that float manuals have an inherent -50 resistance rating against Scourdray resin fluid. Okay, we've got more stuff back here. This is actually really cute. It was always giving you leaves to eat, so you could munch on them for his benefit, mostly. Come to think of it, though, you have always been pretty strong. Could those bitter leaves you gnawed on as a wiggler have something to do with that? When you were just a little wiggler, curling up with your Lucis made you feel safe when the world seemed scary, which was often. Geez, come to think of it, the two of you haven't played on the tree in a long time. Maybe that's why it's so lazy. Well, at least it looks like the two of you will be both getting some exercise in the immediate future. Look. Cleaning supplies, the noble instruments of your future career, you guess. It kind of depresses you to keep them anywhere you like to have fun, so you just dump them at the end of the hallway. Clean. Maybe if a hallway is really clean, the drones will stop trying to burn your neighborhood down and kill you? Ah, there's that rust blood moxie. Microphone on cleaning supplies. Just looking at your cleaning supplies dredges up enough emotion to inspire you to sing impressively angsty power ballad, but your autotune mic's current battery situation won't allow it. Spoon. Cleaning supplies are mostly meant to be used on things that don't go in your mouth. Book. Your flirt manual really has no place among the cleaning supplies. More things. There's a lot here. The Tetrarch plays lead drums when you guys perform. You didn't know that lead drums were a thing until Dominic told you he was playing them, and that you were in a band with him. Yeah, so there's the... Huh. So that was lead drums. Okay, in contrast to Tetrarch Dominic's percussive machismo, your stage persona is more skittish, as if you're vaguely terrified of the implications of your pseudo-revolutionary rhymes, which is not far off the mark, as one of the implications could be your execution. This was a great night. Dominic insisted you have half the flavor disc. Your Lucis took this picture, a delightful trick he has never repeated. You guys have had a lot of fun in the studio, as evidenced by this candid selfie Tetrarch Dominic told you to take. Look at you, so carefree. You wish you were gearing up to play right now. You were so excited to show him that branch, he ate all the leaves in one very slow bite. You're left with a pretty decent hive mate, Cubat. The first Cubat you ever had, actually. Huh. I don't know. Your smear spinner has gotten a lot of use lately. Why, just look at that even glisten of mucus on the floor. Beautiful, you could almost take pride in it. You laid down some verses about the smear. Wait, I got distracted by the animation. You lay down some verse about how the smear spinner keeps everything shiny and smooth, but also impedes mobility. It's pretty tight, the way you manage to poetically associate the more abstract elements of your class struggle with this concrete, visible object, such as that it serves as a potent metaphor for both your oppression and your forced participation in keeping that oppression running smoothly. You also say some light cusses. Yeah, let's keep going. You think you should find something to protect yourself with before descending into the violent unknown of your own hive. Preferably a weapon you know well. I guess, oh, probably in here? Look. The door to your rumpus room. This is quite the place and thing. And also stuff that I now need to look at. Your Zoltan Matzos Bubble Nug figurine is the jewel of your collection. You've taken some pretty good thumps on the Nugbone in your day. The pusher is the only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for the opposing defense. That helmet's so worn out that it's basically worthless, except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Nothing like a little recessed tabletop arena stickball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now. Maybe later. Your splay sack, a chair bag filled with soaper slime. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep, like a Cooper raccoon does. Some trolls actually eat soaper slime, which helps them be really stupid. Chill. Sometimes when you're tired, you just kind of chill out here in your splay sack for a few hours instead of going to sleep in your Cooper raccoon. Sometimes when you do that, you think about your life and the decisions you've made and how much of a choice you really ever had about a lot of things. You try not to dwell on stuff like that, though. Zoltan Matzos was the greatest pusher the Snow Globes ever had. No prowler could catch him, no zapper could blast him, and no matter what luces the Wrangler set on him, Matzos would shake him off. That all ended the night the heiress of that era attended the game, and the opponent controller made Matzos thrust his pelvic nook, or his bone nook. What did I see? Well, I guess thrust his pelvic, yeah, his bone nook at her. She had him culled right there on the velvet. This wasn't the current heiress, of course. This was a long time ago, before you were even hatched. What else we got here? We got the TV. Paused right at the height of exciting sport. Crest of the Alternian Pro Arena Stickball League, with all 15 balls. In a real game of Arena Stickball, these are all different sizes and each has their own distinct powers. Look, it's your sports ball vault. Or it's your sports vault. Just a huge heavy vault themed with sports, arena stickball specifically, and obviously. It's the only place in the hive you can store food for your Lucis. He's so strong he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface that it tends to wear you out a little, and the combination is pretty hard to remember. Look. Okay. Open. You can't open the sports vault with your hands. Try thinking before you act. Was I supposed to control that? Oof, that's a rough one. It can be hard to remember the path when you're already concentrating on your shaky telekinesis. It helps if you have some kind of guide on hand. You've got just the thing, but you don't think it's in this room. Guide on telekinesis? One of these books? No, it's not that. Look. Arena Stickball has always been the only time you ever feel like yourself. When you're out on the velvet, your brawler defending you against the opposing prowlers and zappers, and I guess thinking about it too much makes you a little sad now. Reminisce. Looking at the dozer always helps you get to sleep, and looking at the snow globe always makes you nervous. You know it's not a real one, but still. Okay. Oh, maybe it's one of these books? No. Read. Butler training materials. That's not what I'm looking for. We've got study scroll. I'm curious about what guide we had. It's not in that room. Unless it's like that checklist looking thing here. But no, nothing here. Okay. Nothing here. It doesn't look like we've got anything up above, really. There's that weird calendar, but... okay. Huh. Guide. Not here. Not in this room. Look. They release a new Arena Stickball game grub like 6 times a sweep, and every time you buy it, like a sucker and act surprised when nothing's different. It's like, what are they gonna do? Change the rules? Play. Nah, you're pretty busy right now. Only chumps play video games when they have obligations they should be tending to. The hell am I supposed to go? Unless it's... okay. Further conversation will put you and Jolie Alien at even greater risk. Wow, you shouldn't even be thinking about that stuff. With the psychics the heiress has at her command, and I just pulled out my headphone cord. There we go. Let's see. Open. If I try it again, do we get the same cutscene? We probably do. I just want to see what the hint was. Or maybe I should grab my bat first. Maybe that's what I'm screwing up. Well, let's look at the bat. It's your Q-Bat, your most prized piece of arena stickball equipment. Better bring this with you. Oh! I'm doing things out of order. Okay, you tried to pull the Q-Bat free, but it seems like you wedged it in there a little too tight. Whoops. You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. Spoon? You wedge the bent spoon in between the hilt and the wall. And... yes, you got the Q-Bat. This thing packs a wallop, especially when the tip is chalked and it's carried by you. Okay, so now we go downstairs and probably find out that we need to get our Lucis downstairs. Hello? There's some stuff going on here. So we got the front door. I assume that's the heiress. Your Imperial Edict mandated portrait of the heiress. She rules your planet with a perfectly manicured golden fist. You know it's perfectly manicured because she recently issued an Imperial memorandum about her new nail art. The drones outside are doing her dirty work. She'll have a shiny top coat of blood after tonight. All of it common-hued, you're sure. Microphone. If the heiress ever heard your revolutionary music, you'd be cold within the hour. Maybe that's what's going on right now. You doubt it. You're basically completely unknown outside of Outglood. The heiress has probably never seen silverware before. Not that this is real silverware. She only eats off of gold plates that she throws away after a single use. Well, that's not really fair. She doesn't throw them away, obviously. She has servants do that for her, along with everything else. You can't imagine the heiress playing Flarp unless you've got to play as a super high-level character with an exclusive class and everyone else had to lose on purpose while shrieking about how great she is. Biffo. Oh wow, it's tempting. But that'd be dangerous to even dream about, literally. The chuckle voodoos of the heiress's sub-jugulators in waiting would pursue you to the darkest corner of your own mind and beat you to death with their juggling clubs, laughing like lunatics the whole time. Telekinesis. Tetrarch Domic insists that the aristocracy fears the powers of those beneath it, like your rust blood telekinesis and the brown blood Lucis communion. He sometimes neglects to mention that your telekinesis isn't all that fearsome, which is nice of him, occasionally. Okay, let's get away from this. You subscribe to a wide variety of hip periodicals, Arena Stickball Illustrated, Grubs Diurnally. These are actually the only titles you know. The rest always incorporate the magazine's name on the cover into some sick graphic design to the point that you can't actually tell what the name is. This one with the graffiti of a muscle beast throwing up is usually about movies, though. I had an eyeball for a second there. Probably wasn't that. Was it? It might have been. But we do have the door. If you went out this way, you'd be easy for a drone before, yeah. You'd be easy prey for a drone before you could even make it to Tetrarchdomex. You mean to say, Joey, that's what you meant. I have the hiccups mad. It's throwing me off my game real hard. As a Rustblood, you're not permitted to have luxurious circular discs, only the standard hexagons. Microphone at discs. The theme song really isn't something you can sing, just a lot of beeps. Spoon. Discs. The hero of the show once took out someone's eye with a spoon and ate it. It was gruesome, but the security of the Empire was at stake. Why play a game when you can passively engage in a narrative? So we can see the various characters and things on TV. Kind of wish we could actually microphone a TV. Spoon a TV. Nope, nothing. Still haven't found our Lucis. These lounge planks aren't full of super slime or anything like that. They're just comfortable horizontal surfaces suited for either sitting or lying prone positions. Nothing over here. Oh, tree. You designed your hive around this tree, hoping it would grow along with you and your Lucis. It's impressive how much stuff he's got here, honestly. I've never understood how hive society exactly works apart from the caste system. Okay, look. A playbook for the Burgundy Blood pusher position in Arena Stickball. You still have dreams of being a star pusher, and studying these killer plays was going to help you take it to the top. But your play on the field never quite lived up to the athletic promise of your fantasies. Also, the closer your rites of maturation get, the more the sobering reality sinks in that you'll never get to play professionally. Life of butlering, here you come, you guess. You pick up the pusher playbook. Now if a situation arises where you need to remember a particular play, you'll be well equipped to do so. You resolve to keep an eye out for just such a contrivance. Look at that, it's nearly escaped from your impending death o'clock. You better not be late. Look. Your glub slurry agitator is nice for when you just want to throw some unagitated glub slurry into the agitating receptacle and enjoy some grub slurry that's been thoroughly agitated. Playbook. Oh, hell no. You might as well just go out the door right now and find a drone to kill you, because putting inorganic material in the glub slurry receptacle of your grub slurry agitator is a death wish. Okay, same stuff. Fridge. Look. Grub juice hydration cylinders. Inside these cylindrical containers is grub juice, which can be used for hydration and restoring reserves of psychic power. Get. You pick up the grub juice hydration cylinders. Nice. Now if you need a quick restorative of your psychic stamina, you'll have just that in your hand instead of not having it, like some kind of chump. Always useful in case you need to whip up a souffle. You're bad at that, but it's a mandatory part of your future jobs, so... Anything else in here? Ah, these are still in here? Bile slaw really doesn't keep well. Eating an unranged cluck beast ova is a great way to fill your acid tubes with horrifying parasites, who probably wouldn't get along with your benevolent parasites, or your benign parasites. Sometimes when you're feeling especially rebellious, you wish all of the good toppings weren't reserved for high bloods. Leftover from Tetrarchdomic's early Wriggling Day party. He doesn't turn 7 sweeps old for a couple of wipes, but you wanted to celebrate him before his rites of... Oh, yeah, celebrate him before his rites of maturation. And doesn't look like we've got anything else in here. How do I close? I guess we just do that. Anything else? All the best chefs cook on very high heat. You are not one of the best chefs, which is just as well since your crisp range kind of sucks. Besides, how will you know what to cook if Dominic doesn't tell you what he wants? Your spice rack. It's where you keep your spices. Doesn't look like we've got anything else. Okay. Aw, dang it. Your Lucis is sleeping somewhere totally inconvenient again. Come on, wake up. Zoom smell. Oh, I can name it. I'm gonna name it. Dude. Yeah. Look. Dude is in the way again. For a change, just keeping things interesting, you guess. Move? You ask Dude to move, but at first you're friendly and casual, as if you expect him to move easily. Then you try and be polite, but a little distant. Your tone becomes annoyed, then firm, followed by stern, finally shifting to angered. Nothing works. You just can't reach him lately. The only thing Dude seems to care about is his sloth treats. Alright, let's go get some sloth treats. As the first thing we can name for some reason. You consider using the zigzag incline to move to a different area of your hive. The amount of alternate words they're using here is always kind of amusing. I guess it kind of works, though. Okay, playbook on that. Now this looks approximately more successful. He is an idiot. Oh shoot, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it said. The sloth treats, there they are. Yours for the grabbing. Grab. You grab the sloth treats. You know just what to do with these. Anything else? You already got the sloth treats. You should hurry and help your new friend, pronto. Can I close this? No, I guess we just leave the fridge open. Well, is it even a fridge? Does it count? I have no idea. Headphones got undone again. Well, that's okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm making it through here a little bit faster. Just because we don't have anything particularly silly to interact with anything. He doesn't really like grub juice, and you don't really like sloth treats, so this really wouldn't appeal to anyone. You think he'll call this hypothetical recipe the perfect compromise. There are dozens of maneuvers for interacting with friendly, neutral, and opposing Lucises on the Velvet. You're just straight up not allowed to feed them, though. This bad boy is not powered by sloth treats, unlike the bad boy who is your sloth dad. Spoon. Is this protest art? You make a mental note to tell the Tetrarch later. Maybe he'll be impressed. The Flarp manual states that consuming pet food to regain minuscule amount of HP is a totally valid move, but nobody ever actually does that. Come on. There actually are stats for grub juice in your Flarp manual due to the regrettable cross-platform brand awareness licensing campaign. Restores depleted psych mana. Well, okay. You'll keep that in mind? Gonna throw everything else at him. He's very particular about his diet. He only eats sloth treats, and he only eats a lot of them. Manual. He tends to rely on more raw, indolent instinct than tactics. Singing. You fire off from the hip with some absolutely devastating verse about your Lucis, about the Lucis in general, and their inability to comprehend the struggles of their wards, due to a lethal combination of being too old, too corny, and too much dumb monster animals instead of people. He retaliates by continuing to sleep. You are wrecked. Spoon. He just wants his sloth treats. Giving him an empty spoon is kind of rude in that context. He's not really into Flarp. He also can't read. Also is a sloth. Okay, sloth treats. You've got just the thing to get him moving. Here you go, dude. He looks so slow and so fat. You thank Dude for moving out of the way. All you had to do was give him exactly what he wanted. Look, things are looking pretty dicey out there, but Joey Alien needs your help. Exit. Soda. Looks like a software box. Maybe after you install it, you can smash the box against your head. Odd, you hadn't thought about it until you had the playbook, but you do get the same feeling of pernicious intent. from that box that you usually do from the man on the moon. The white, non-scoring ball in the arena stickball the pushers aren't allowed to interact with. Like you said, it's odd. You lack the information to put together any kind of cohesive rap about this box. You guess you could rap about how you don't know what it is, but that seems a little too niche to get any real audience traction. You're pretty sure you can just open it. Knowing nothing in your FLARP manual about random boxes appearing from unknowable sources, which frankly seems like a pretty big oversight. Telekinesis. Oh no, you might crush it by mistake with your incredible power. Yeah, probably not. How about my other incredible power? You don't know what it is or where it came from, and you've already decided to destroy it? Wow, you certainly came to that conclusion pretty quickly. It might be time for you to re-examine some of your assumptions about yourself as an open, inquisitive person. Look, looks like it might be some kind of software box. Pick up. Huh. Oh! Scratchware received. All future messages to and from this device are protected from third-party surveillance. As a special one-time offer, all past messages are protected as well. Do you agree that you are already subject to the terms of service? I am vaguely unsettled by this. Okay. Game started to chug real hard there. Oh. Hello? Hey, Joey. It's Joey, right? Yeah, that's right. And you're Xerox. Actually, no, I'm Zephyros. Oh, oops. Are you okay? What's going on? I thought we weren't supposed to talk. Yeah, something weird happened. I think it's safe for now. What do you mean? Real quick. Do you have a green and white symbol on your chat window now? Hey, yeah, that wasn't there before. Okay, I think we're safe then. To chat anyway. Okay, good. I still don't quite get what the danger is, but guess I'm gonna need to trust you if I have any hope of getting out of here. Well, some bad news on that front. A missile hit my hive, and I'm buried under the debris of my lawn ring. A missile? I heard a big heavy thump a minute ago. Is that related? Oh yeah, that was probably the missile that nearly killed me. You need help you need help way more than I do right now. I don't want to be a bother, but I was about to say something to those effects. I mean, I was gonna say I'm sorry I can't help you anymore, and we're both stuck waiting to find out if the flames or the drones will reach us first. Nuts to that. I'm gonna save you. Aren't you stuck? I was, but the missile knocked over some boxes that I don't think I could have moved on my own. So, in a weird way, it kind of helped. Boxes? Yeah, they were blocking a vent shaft. I'm gonna climb up there and see where it leads. Wow, you're kind of like a real-life action hero. Wow. Oh, shucks. I want to help you the way you were gonna help me. And you were putting yourself at a lot more risk than I realized. I repeat. I don't know how to voice act faces. I've been meaning to ask, what does that mean? Oh, you can use numbers and letters to make a little face. Tetrarch Domek told me he likes it when I smile. We have those from where I'm from, but I don't know what the X means. Oh, those are my horns. Your horns? Yeah. Like the guy on the screensaver? I think so. That's probably not me, though. But those are real? Do you not have horns? I thought they were out of frame. No, I don't have horns. Jeez, what a question. That's so weird. And cool. You really are an alien. I thought I'd never meet one. Well, today's my lucky day. Or your lucky day. Or, I mean, it really seems to not be that. But you understand what I'm going for here. I think so, yeah. I'll be there as quick as I can, so apply pressure to the wounds and try not to move too much. It's okay. The weight of the rubble crushing my body is pressing down on my wounds and preventing me from moving at all. Man, Xerox, buddy, you really gotta work on your concept of what's okay. Alright, so we can go to the vent. A vent shaft was revealed when that missile strike knocked over some boxes. You could probably fit inside if you had to. Oh right, first and foremost, we got this cube. Let's use it on Byers. Byers, you silly little angel, you can't run on alien power. Use alien power on that thing. The sketchy diagram. Whoa, hey, it actually does have some kind of power source, you guess. Well, you're not 100% sure on this. It's a sketchy diagram in an alien language of a double crocodile teleporter. You're not exactly an expert. And actually, you know what? Before we go into this vent, I could use this cube in a couple of things if I wanted to, but I don't even know what it would do. Yeah, no, not really anything particularly interesting. Oh yeah, last one. Pogs on cube. With utmost gravitas, you carefully place a pog directly on the middle of the power cell. Nothing happens. Aww. Well, either way, this is actually a really good stopping point, so I'll see you guys in the next episode of Hiveswap. And as always, thanks for watching.